Yo, what is up guys? It's Cass here, and today I'm going to teach you how to make this header. So, what I did in this header was I based it off of this Lenny header, and what the client wanted was a Juice WRLD header to be red and blue and to say Kai. So, I get the render, use the magic wand tool, and I feathered out the sides. Once I finished doing that, I got the other Juice WRLD render and I put it behind the other Juice WRLD render. I tried using this one, but ended up not liking it, so I used a different render and put it on the right side where the text will be. What I also did was I made all of the renders to be black and white. On the right render, I made it bigger, and I also added a duplicate layer and added a hexagon filter thing. And on the main render, I made it red, and the right side made it blue. And on the left side, I added a manga effect. And right here, I'm going to skip ahead because this is where I make my 3D text. I will have the video linked in the description on how to make 3D text on iOS. But what I did here is I wanted to add an inside stroke to the A, and I made it also black. And I also darkened the backing of the text. And right here, I'm adding rim lighting to the backing and just mess with it. I also added a stroke and added the rest of the renders. I also made the left render blue, and right here I take away that and I add the levels thing, and I made it a dark gray and a white, and I added a shadow to the main render and the text, and I decided to make the main render red instead, and I added posterization to the right render. I also added a paper texture, and I added some Juice WRLD backgrounds in the back. And I wanted it to be black and white, but I also wanted it to be dark, so I was messing with the blending modes and added a vignette. And made the backing darker of the text. And I wanted the blues to be more visible. And also I changed the color of the stroke. And I wanted to change the color of the other texts. I wanted it to be gray, and it was kind of weirded out, so I had to fix it. What I also did was I added a book sort of thing to it, and I was messing with the blending modes, and I also got a marble texture and decided to add it on there as well. And I also changed the color of the stroke, and I wanted the blue to be more visible, so I was messing with the blending mode and stuff, and ended up doing this. I also added more of glow to the red, and this is whenever I added the marble texture and I was messing with the blending modes. Right here, I changed the main render and I decided I had to cut it out. This was the best looking one in my opinion. So I used the lasso tool and cut it out. After I finished cutting it out, I put it in the middle, the main text, made it black, added posterization, and also added a duplicate layer where I made it red and use soft light, I think. And I used the airbrush tool and tried to make it as red as I could. And added shadows to the main render. And I decided to use some different pictures and messed around with it. Added the levels effect to where it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but I also did it in the backing with a little Uzi Vert picture. I also added an eye one. And right here I also did it again on the front. And I didn't really like it that much. And I also added butterflies, but I made them upside down on purpose. Right here I wanted the skull to be on the right render as in the Lenny header, and changed the blending mode to inverted, and was messing with the colors and decided that white looked the best, and also changed the blending mode of the butterfly. Right here I did the same thing but with blue, and I also wanted it to be on the other one. So there we go. And we used the eraser tool with the it was like a pixel eraser tool, and right here I added a splatter effect on both corners, and we have the finished product. And I also added a CC to it, so here's the finished product. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to drop a like and sub if this helped you, and maybe share with some of your designer friends so they can learn how to make this type of header. Have a great day, guys.